When CAS started, we focused on individual students, and the goal was really to figure out the best accommodations for an individual student so that he or she could fit into a learning environment.
We made the analogy very soon, like, well, we use glasses. It's common to use glasses. It's common to use the technology of an airplane to go somewhere. And you don't consider it cheating to go in an airplane because, you know, we assume a lot of this stuff, and we didn't see that. We saw the kind of technology that we were using with kids to be similar to that. It just enabled them to do something that they needed to do. And in the case of someone who is dyslexic, for example, if the goal of a lesson is to learn history, then there's no reason that that person should be impeded by trouble decoding words, because the lesson isn't about decoding words, the lesson is about ideas. Mm-hmm. So we just wanted to use technology to remove the barriers that might interfere with that person participating at the top level of his cognition.
We recognized that the barriers were not in the individual, him or herself, but the barriers, in fact, resided in the curriculum.
There was a lot of work on how do we integrate this actually into the practical environment of a classroom. It started with this little idea of a kernel of between the student and the tool and sort of the curriculum that was a given. And it very quickly migrated as we tried to implement things to, well, what's the real environment of classrooms? We, eventually came to the understanding that the classroom itself and the curriculum itself had barriers in it so that needed to be changed. So by working with individuals and seeing the barriers they encountered and trying to solve those barriers, we kept coming to a larger and larger set of goals, a broader and broader set of goals. So it kind of evolved.